worked in partners and became community researchers. They collaborated to draft, edit, and polish informational papers about their chosen landmarks in the town of Middleton. This writing gave their art deeper purpose and a story.
By working together, students also contributed to a large-scale mural, which is outside in the hallway towards the parking lot, and also right here. And it was something far more impactful than what any one student could create alone. But throughout the process, students shared ideas, listened to one another, problem solved, and reflected on their work, strengthening both their creative and social skills. And they have all the buildings of Middleton, and also they each made their home individually.
The bridge between their written research and their collage art allowed for deep peer discussion. Shared decision-making helped them determine which details from their paper were most important to represent visually. We are excited to share how our third graders connect and express themselves through both the written word and their visual arts, showing their growth as students and as members of the wider community. Not here. Day to the lake. All right, Emily, you'll go first.
This is Moose Mountain. Every community needs one because some people like to hike. It also helps people by getting a workout.
Our town, Middleton Mountain, is unique. It is located in Middleton, New Hampshire. One cool thing about it is people can sled down Moose Mountain. Also, did you know that you can see different animals like black bear and fish?
I think this place is the most important part of town. If I could talk to the people who work there, I would ask them, do you take care of the animals? Also, I wonder if they feed the animals. I hope you visit Moose Mountain.
All right, next we have Sadie and Charlie, and they did Middleton Elementary School, and Sadie is here to read their paper.
This is an elementary school. Every community needs one because kids need to learn and grow. It helps people by providing and educating for the kids. Our town's elementary school is unique. It is located at 116 Island. One cool thing about it is a small school with a really cool playground. Also, did you know that our school mascot is the alpaca? I think this building is the most important part of our town. If I could talk to the people who work there, I would ask them who were the first people to work at MES. I also wonder what is the most important part of our school. I hope you visit our town's elementary school.
All right, and Maggie and Levi researched our church, and Maggie will read.
This is a church. Every community needs one because they have a food pantry for people in need. It also helps people by giving free babysitting. Our town's church is unique. It is located in Middleton, New Hampshire. One cool thing about it is the church was one of the first buildings in Middleton. Also, did you know that they give free tutoring? I think this building is the most important part of town. If I could talk to the people who work there, I would ask them, what year was it built? Also, I wonder how many people can go. I hope you visit our town's church.
All right, we have Kaylee here to read about our Old Town Hall.
This is an old town hall. Every community needs one because it is helpful, and when the road is icy, they have fan. It also helps by bringing them together to celebrate different holidays. Our town's Old Town Hall is unique. It is located on Kings Highway. One cool thing about it has the Thanksgiving raffle, and you can win a prize. It also, did you know that there is a couple talk to the people who work there, I would ask them who was the first person to work there. Also, I wonder what was there before. I hope you visit our town old town hall.
All right, neither Keegan or Logan are here, but they did the Middleton building supply, and it was adorable. All right, Evelyn and Patrick worked together to do the town hall / police station, and Evelyn's here to read.
This is a town hall / police station. Every community needs one because the police provide protection and information. It also helps people by keeping the town safe. Our town police station is unique. It is located at 182 Kings Highway. One cool thing about it is attached to the town hall. Also, did you know that the police station is downstairs? I think this building is the most important part of town. If I could talk to the people who work there, I would ask them when the building built. Also, I wonder how many people work there. I hope you visit our town hall after.
All right, and Sean just arrived, and he gets to read about the police deal.
This is a car dealership. Every community needs one because you need a car to go places. It also helps people be able to drive to work. Our town's car dealership is unique. It is located at 10 Kings Highway. One cool thing about it is they keep their cool cars in a showroom. Also, did you know that they sell most of GMC trucks? I think this building is the most important part of our town. If I could talk to the people who work there, I would ask them how many cars do you sell each day. Also, I wonder how many customers they get each day. I hope you visit our town dealership.
Okay, and Addie and Dayton did our fire station, and they're going to take turns reading.
This is the fire station. Every community needs one to put fires out. It also helps people by making sure they're safe.
Our town's fire station is unique. It is located at 192 Kings Highway, Middleton, New Hampshire. One cool thing about it is all the firefighters are local residents. Also, did you know that they have to connect a bunch of hoses to the fire truck?
I think this building is the most important part of town. If I could talk to the people who work there, I would ask them how many fires do you put out in a year. Also, I wonder how many people work there. I hope you visit our fire station.
All like that. All right, Faith is here to read Reese and Hers paper about Sunrise Lake.
This is a lake. Every community needs one because it is special and they have cool sunrises. It also helps people by giving kids fun things to do, like swimming and fishing, and in the winter you can ice skate. Our town's lake, Sunrise Lake, is unique. It
worked with their partners, and overall, just a job well done. Thank you for coming tonight and sharing.
Stand up.
Oh, wow, oh, watch out for the camera.
Okay, we will move into public input. You can't use the microphone? No. All right, we will move into public input. You're welcome. Yes, Roxanne.
I just might make a suggestion is maybe we do the responses and then do the public input because there might be questions that come out of the responses.
I'm going to keep the agenda the way it is. We'll do the responses after, but if there's nothing else, we'll add it to the end so there'll be a longer period at the end of the meeting. It's a good sound. All right, in the essence of everyone's time, I'm going to move into the responses for January, and we will add additional minutes if there's additional public comment at the end. The public input question from 1/7/2026. What is the deadline to submit petition warrant articles? It was January 13th. The information was available on the NHMA website, SB2 calendar. Listed the current district vehicles, 2020 to present, purchase price, sale price, sold to whom. They are still working on those answers, so we will hopefully have those shortly. When did the school board vote to sell said vehicles? The school board did not conduct a vote to sell vehicles. See school board policy. Whose school board terms are open? The information is available on the MSD website. School board, Samantha Martel was up, and I believe the other position was posted as well for the remainder of Nicole's term. What was the discussion for a school board member to resign after the election, or what was the discussion for a school board member to resign after the election? One school board member, Nicole Huntress, announced that her resignation is effective March 1st, 2026 at the last school board meeting. What is the turnaround for public input answers from tonight to be given to the budget committee? Most answers were answered here, one required additional time. What is the final FY 2027 operating budget number? It looks like $6,855,832. How many warrant articles are there? There are 9. What is the FY 2027 default budget number? It's $6,448,030.
$6,448,397. And that looks like that was it for the questions. We will move into agenda review. Is there anything that needs to be added to the meeting? And do we have any public tonight? Is it personnel? Perfect. Okay, moving into the acceptance of the minutes. The first one would be for December 17th. Have you guys had time to take a look at those and review?
I'll make that motion to approve them.
After. Do I have a second? All right, all in favor? And I'm pretty sure I was here for that. Did we already vote on the other ones from last? Oh, yes, from last meeting. And yes, I was here for that one, so I will also, I was. Oh, no, I wasn't here for that one, right? For just, you guys said it was December 17th. I was not here December 17th, I don't think. Oh, the 10th that I was out for. Yes, all right. Sorry, guys. for the confusion. Okay. And then January 7th, do I have a motion for those? Okay, second? All in favor? Aye. That was for the, that was for the academic affairs, for the school board meeting. The academic affairs is a separate one as well. There's a motion for both.
I'll make the academic affairs minutes.
All right. Moving into the superintendent's report.
And we'll move right into elementary school update.
Hi, everybody, and thank you. It's been a full month back from our winter break and only a few more weeks until February break, and I wanted to share some highlights from the last month with everyone. First of all, our 4th grade plays took place on the last month, and they were incredible. All 4th graders had a chance to perform for their families and for the whole school. It appears that this is becoming a tradition at MES, and we are really excited about that. I'm also really pleased to announce that we have a STEM Day on Tuesday, in which we have volunteers from the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard coming up to support our students in a variety of STEM activities for all grade levels. It's going to be awesome, and this is a new event for Milton. Next week, we are also celebrating our 100th day of school on Wednesday, and many classrooms have activities planned for that day. We will be hosting a fluency fair on March 19th. In which we'll have some make and take literacy and numeracy games, a book raffle, and our Scholastic Book Fair will be available for the community. And then finally, I'm really excited to notify the board and our community that MES received full funding for the SAFE grant from the state. This amounts to $63,000. And we've got some upgrades planned to our systems this summer. This will include bollards to protect our entryways, an upgrade to our exterior speaker system, an upgrade to our walkie-talkies, and a new camera system to fix storage issues, gaps in campus coverage, and accessibility. I'm so excited about this and really proud that we were able to get this grant.
Nice job.
Next is just still me. January financial reports. So if you have any questions, we're on track with spending, monitoring special education expenses, of course. Any questions, please let us know.
Have we had to withdraw any funds this cafeteria for special education? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Do we have to withdraw any trust funds for special education? Not yet. What else do you want to highlight for us?
It's pretty much in the overview on the sheet prior to the
pretty much in the overview sheet, which is just prior to the financial statement. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask.
Would it possible to get this in advance of the meeting? Like to send it out to us beforehand?
What's the question?
This is part of the packet, which is posted about on Friday.
What was the question, Heather?
If we could get it in advance.
Of the meeting, which it was posted on Friday for the board.
I think this is new this month, but this is helpful.
No, I've had it every month.
Oh, I didn't see the previous ones.
I've been doing it since August, per board request.
I've just been looking at them.
Can you explain the workers' compensation line? Like every line, it looks like we're over on workers' compensation. Can you just explain what that's about?
Workers' comp is based on workers' comp claims, and it's done through, Primex is our workers' compensation carrier. So every year we have to do a payroll analysis, and also they look at our claims rate. So that is how we are charged for the following year for workers' comp through Primex.
So it's not necessarily that somebody is being given workers' comp right now?
No. This is direct payment to Primex for the combination of our salary costs and the claim ratio, the claim history.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
Any other questions for anyone?
I did add all three funds for revenues. I believe it was last board meeting, there was a request to get the federal funds, and I also included for food service. So that's why that sheet looks a little bit different than the previous fiscal year, our previous board meeting, excuse me.
Okay, we'll move into the chairperson's report, deliberative session preparation discussion.
Let's say we had done. Yeah, this stuff, yeah, I wrote it down. And we don't, was it, I thought we kind of decided who was doing what last month.
Does everyone know what parts they're talking about? Yes, see.
For, I didn't engage it. Can you give me just a rundown of what your expectation is?
Sure. So the part that you signed up to read, Ed, you're going to read all paragraphs. I think they usually, the moderator announces it, and then we go through reading it once they've brought up what we're talking about.
So the moderator will read the article and then I actually do a little introduction.
I feel like we've done it both ways. I feel like last year we did it the I think so. I mean, I'm fine either way. Is there a specific way we have to do it? anyone else have any questions?
Rebecca, if you want me to do one of yours, since you have two, because I don't have any now, I'm not gonna, I mean, I'm fine asking, but just offering, the two that I was on are not on there anymore. So just, if you wanted me to take one of yours.
Do you have a preference of what you do?
What?
Do you have a preference?
Oh, no.
Heather has a lot too. Do you want to share any of yours, or yours?
It's one article, but it's.
It's just a lot.
Yeah.
But not fine.
Okay.
I think I figured out when you go through the comments.
Do you want to do Article 3? All right, so I would be starting and then doing Article 1. Heather will do the budget. And then Nicole will do Article 3. I will do special education. Samantha's doing the bus. And Kelly's doing capital improvements. Does that sound good to everyone? Everyone's comfortable with everything? Okay. And then we have Article 7, I do. Okay. Do we want Nicole to do 8? It looks like. It's just that any other reasons. Right.
So you can take that or just leave it to the moderator because it's not really.
All right. Well, that answered them. Any other questions about Saturday? So we'll start with the meetings at 9:30, and then the rest go into deliberative session, and then we end after that. Okay. All right. And then we'll move into MES walking path maintenance. What has been the plan for, are we snowballing the path at all so that we can use it? It's not on.
Thank you. We have closed the path for the winter because we do not have the ability to snow blow the path in its entirety. So the path is currently closed. We hope to, once the snow melts, be able to use that walking path again for an evacuation route.
So, because the plan is to go to the church, correct? Okay, so is the plan that we could walk along the road?
Yeah, and that's what we have done in previous years as a part of the plan.
Okay. And the barrier to snowblowing is just a condition of the trail, or is it just the ability to go there?
So it's not the condition of the trail at all, no. It is the capacity of our snow blower to be able to reach all the way down and back, and to be able to adequately maintain that so that, like, if we are maintaining that trail consistently, that means we've got to put ice melt out there too. We've got to make sure that it is safe for everybody. I think it has been safer to keep it closed until we have the ability to have a snow blower that will be able to run it the whole way, or the added costs, like we can account for that.
What type of snowblower do we have?
That's a great question.
I'm guessing it's gas powered.
I'm not sure if it's gas or electric.
Is there anything I can find that out, just so I can figure out how we can potentially get there, just because it would be safer to have the path than walking on the road?
I can find out for you if it's a gas or electric one, yeah.
Okay. Does anyone else?
Maybe have get a
ones were around 3 categories, and they were really specific. So access control to the building, surveillance, and emergency alerting.
Don't ask Laura.
I know, I was kind of
It's like, I was like, already got access, but, you know, they approve action.
I know, the actual thing.
They, yeah, and I wasn't sure, because I know sometimes I have to put in the proposal or specific things.
No, you're right. Anything else about the walking path for right now? Okay, so we'll work on figuring out if there's a way to get to a point where we can keep that open year round. Academic Affairs Committee policies. I don't know how to take that.
Oh, I turned it off, sorry.
That's okay. we can turn that on. It's not,
So we have, sorry. Sixteen policies that we are recommending for adoption for the first read. They are JCA, change of school or assignment, best interest manifest status hardship. JH, student attendance, absences and truancy. JICL, school district internet access for students. JJIC, eligibility for interscholastic athletes. JJJ, access to public school programs by non-public charter school and home education pupils. JKA, corporal punishment. JLC, school health services. JLCD, administering medication to students. JLCJA, emergency plan for sports-related injuries and additional protocols for athletic participation. JLDEA, behavior management and intervention. JLF, reporting child abuse or neglect. JLP, parent notification of and involvement in student welfare. KA, school, family, and community partnerships. KB, Title I, family and community engagement. KFD, use and location of automatic external defibrillators. LDA, student teachers and interns. Is there any questions? Okay. And then we will bring these policies to the March 11th meeting for the second reading.
And they're all on the website for people to do as well.
Yes, it is.
And you guys do policy before.
Yep, that is on March 11th at 5 o'clock. They usually take place in the principal's office.
Is it every other month or
Every other month.
Every other month. I apologize.
Were these the recommendations from the school board administration?
Yeah, these are all required, we're still on the required ones. We'll be moving into, I believe, the ones that we are withdrawing.
Thank you.
Okay, Finance Committee update.
We didn't have an official meeting, we did have our 2 days of public meeting with the budget committee, January, and we have our delivery coming up on Saturday.
Community relations update, social media page. I think you have you been working on that or have we kind of?
We've not started, we need to vote.
Okay. So the motion that we're looking for is to begin a social media page. It was suggested last month that if we do so, that we limit it so that no one can post on it, just that we can post and information can be received. I think they can send messages to us, correct? They can send basically email through their portal for Facebook, but there's no ability for them to directly post on the page itself.
As far as I know, I'm not entirely.
I think they can send us messages, I'm pretty sure. But we can look more into that. If you guys are open to us having a school board Facebook page, then Sam and I would do some more work on that and come back with definitive information. Do you want to question that?
I will make a motion to create a social media page for the school board, that we will post content with comments off so that we can get information
I am sure that posting information is fine, and I think we can talk further about what information will be posted. I think to start with, we would just do things like the meeting itself, a link to our website, things like that. And
Once you move it into the realm of posting on other pages, then it becomes how you manage it and where you share it to, will have its own set of regulations of ways that they follow. So if you post it to like all of the Middleton pages, where we've got about half a dozen of them, then they will be able to comment on your post there. So I'm thinking about how we want to utilize it. Just a point of that.
yeah, I think we can talk some more about that as we go, but I think we'll start with just basic information, and just be another place to post the meetings. So that there's more, right?
Is there a way to turn on the ability for them to share? Like, so you can turn on the ability to comment, maybe
Right.
turn on the ability to share.
Yeah, I know, I'll get back to that.
Although we're not entirely opposed to people sharing because a lot of people may
But then I think that's what goes up to the other pages and then the
I mean, I think in the current state of the internet, once it's posted, I don't think you have a way to necessarily lock anything down 100% from someone sharing it. So, but I think the only thing we truly have control over is what can be posted on our page, and the effect of their comments.
all administrators.
I think it would, I mean, I guess we could talk about that. I would think it would just be members of the community relations and kind of leave it at that.
I think we should look at this.
And then I guess people rotate through in the years to come, it will rotate who's on that committee to be able to post things.
You may want to think about adding someone else at the SAU level to manage passwords and everything as well, to determine.
Or we can do the principal too. Hopefully none of us ever just go missing. So hopefully none of us ever just go missing.
Not missing, I mean, as people leave.
No, I know. All right, so we'll go forward with the page, we'll come back to you, we'll get it set up, and then I can come back to you with some more information so that we can answer the rest of the questions.
Perfect.
This is sort of on topic, not 100%. Do you want the deliberate session live stream? Is that something, who did that last year? I don't know, was that again this year? I wasn't sure if you would be a coordinator or not. So he's planning on having a live stream. If you don't want him and you don't as a board want him to live stream, tell me and I will call him.
Oh, because we always recorded, but we didn't always live stream. Got it. I don't know, how do you guys feel about the live streaming?
I'm not, just tell me if you want him to go.
Did you all vote on the social media? Or did you want to-
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did vote.
Yeah.
Thank you, sorry.
We did it backwards and had a discussion after.
Okay.
Oh, wait, how did you feel? I mean, there was a person.
Okay. Sam was first, I was second, and then Kelly contemplated, and then we were all yes.
Okay.
We also need to
Are you good? We'll go back to your report.
Okay.
Sam, do you want to talk about the postcard? Or do you want me to talk about the postcard?
if you want to
Sure.
All right, so I'm sure you guys got your postcard, or I hope you got your postcard. We tried to be really careful about making sure that we were very just informative, just providing information with no, we tried really hard to not have anything that was to sway anyone in one way or the other, but just literally give information. I'm excited to say that I did the postcards and was able to go through Staples and get them much, much, much cheaper than any other mailing we've ever done. I think it was $238 for all of the postcards, which is much cheaper than we thought it was going to be. And I think the post cost, it was about the same, so we were able to do it for, I think it was less, I think it was around $500, but less than $600, which is much less than we thought it was going to be. Because I like coupons, so. So I think we will try to continue to do things like that when we're doing any mailings and see if that's not something that we weren't able to just help with and get it at reduced cost, because I think it was much less than the estimate. It would be about when we went to meeting. All right, so back to deliberative session and live streaming. Have we still been live streaming the town meetings? Okay. Any input from anyone?
I don't see a problem with it.
We did not have public input before. I'm gonna ask if anyone has any public input about deliberative session being live streamed versus not. Is anyone against it being live streamed?
Why wouldn't you want the information to you?
That's my thing, I just,
Transparency.
so I think I'm fine with it being live streamed, I don't have a reason not to, and no one else here has a reason not to either. Same here. All right, so we will move forward with closing activities. Advanced plan.
So this Saturday, February 7th, we have the State of the Schools as part of the school board meeting, 9:30 a.m. here at the elementary school, followed by a deliberative session at 10 a.m. February break is the 23rd through the 27th. There's no school on March 10th for the voting second session. Staff will have an in-service day. And the next school board meeting is the next night, March 11th, here at 6 p.m. Any local events that we should be announcing, maybe? We're good.
And we move into public input. Roxanne.
So you had noted at the beginning that there's 9 articles. I'm only aware of 8, so can we just know what the 9 are? 1 is the choosing of the district officers, 2 is the bulk of the budget, 3 is for the DPT, 4 is for, huh?
Okay, so that's it. I'm going to give you the answer to that rather than making you wait for next one. So the nurse article came off because it didn't, I'm guessing it didn't meet that it wasn't put in in time. So that was, it would have been 9, but it should be 8, so I'll correct it to 8.
Alright, so I know what the 8 one is that special occasion. Thank you.
You're welcome, sorry.
No, it's all right. I just want to make sure I have my ducks in line. Question about financial? We encumber all salaries, is that correct? Wages?
Yes.
So if I looked at the 1,200, first line for the 1,200, which is, yes, hold on, is special education. So we are going to have a $72,000, it says budget balance of 70, because I would assume that that's all been encumbered. Is that correct?
Oh, it's automatically on here, I'm looking for a button. We had a resignation from a special ed teacher position, so when the resignation happened at the end of December, that encumbrance falls off, so they're advertising for that position. And, yes, so there'll be a change.
And
No, I wouldn't say you have that.
no, but all right, then that explains it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then, like on the regular transportation, we look like we've got an encumbrance of 15, we'll have a budget balance of 25, is that because we don't have the third bus driver?
We are currently looking for a spare trip driver, so there was one that resigned.
Okay, no, that's, and so the other questions I have, sorry, let me take a little time with you. So these academic affairs, the committee policies, all of those, A through P, and I know you don't read them all, you just highlight them or whatever. These have to be done every year? For some reason, no. But, and you commented that these are listed out on the website. Could maybe we put the website on the paper for people to have an easy access? Anything that you might refer to as like, oh, you can find this on the website, it might be useful if somebody comes here and says, okay, you know, because we know that the website's not always user-friendly for some people. So I'm just saying, anything that you might say has a website, I would I would recommend that you list the link to the website on here. It might
Yeah,
be,
I think that's great feedback.
so, I mean, just for me, because like I said. And yeah, so the other question I think you asked was about the snow blower. I would suspect maybe it's electric, because of gas, I would think snow blower should be able to go down and back. I mean, I only know I blow the snow blower in my driveway, which is probably 5 times that size, and it's gas, so. I think that's all I have. I'll look something else as well. Thanks.
Any other public comments? We'll move it over for a few minutes. I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
So I got a question, I guess. Apparently, we're short a bus here in town. There are 2 buses that we own.
We have 2 full-size buses,
The small bus.
the handicap bus, and then, is it 3 vans that we have?
Zero.
Oh, we have 0 vans now.
So we had 3 buses, full buses at one time.
Yes.
What happened to the 3rd bus?
There is information that was given in a previous meeting that it was sold.
It was what?
It was sold. I think we talked about that last time.
Why is it being sold?
We were told it was sold because it was all rusted out. We didn't know about it at the time. We were told, we found it out after.
So I was, again, I've heard, so I'm asking you a question, but I heard that one of our buses was totaled out in a wreck.
That was a couple years ago.
Okay. So, what happened to the money? Who made it, on the bus when it was totaled out, the insurance company gets involved, correct?
When the bus was sold, yes, the insurance company was
Okay.
involved. I think that was 2 years ago? I think there was some stuff about it.
I don't want to speak, I'm going to be putting all of this together for the next board meeting. I don't want to misspeak. I'm worried.
So we'll give you-
Normally, so when you have an accident like that, an investigation done, the insurance company comes out, and basically, this is how old the bus is, it's not new, but this is the value of the bus. Do we know what the value of that bus was?
I don't, but we'll get that for you for next meeting.
Huh?
I don't, we'll get that, the detailed information for you for next meeting.
Okay, so the other question is, where did that money go?
We would have-
I mean, where did you put the money in that, from that,
I don't have the details for that, so we'll get that for you for next meeting.
okay? So the bus that was just sold, right? Huh?
2 buses and 3 vans.
Okay, also, where's that money? What line do you put the money back into?
If there were funds like that, what line would it be on?
On the revenue sheet, the sale of the buses is right under town assessment. So it's put in a miscellaneous or a sale of fixed assets on the revenue sheet.
Okay, but that's only $4,000. That's what we got, $4,000 for 2 buses and a van?
I will be putting this together, please. I don't want to misspeak, and I will be completely transparent. I don't have the information.
Yeah, we don't have all the information.
Okay, the accident happened 2 years ago, you don't have the information. The bus has been sold, how long were those buses sold?
So-
Last year, this year, what?
I know there was a bus sold, but we have to get all of that information.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what, okay.
Memorize all.
This can has been kicked down the road, people don't know. There's been past meetings, what's going on with all the buses, the money and stuff like that. You don't tell us nothing. Nothing. We don't know. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna give you until Saturday morning, at your meeting, the public meeting, to come up with the answers. Okay? And if you don't come up with the answers on Monday, by Saturday, Monday, I'm calling the AG's office and asking them to do an audit to figure out what the money is. Because really, the money should go into the bus money for replacement buses. Okay? That would be a common sense thing. If a bus is bad, you get the money, you put it in that line to help go pay with the truck to buy another bus. You don't put it in the line and do someplace else. That don't make sense to me, okay? But come up with the answer by Saturday, please. I don't think you want the AG's office breathing down your neck because you can't answer questions after 2 years. I have a really bad idea. When I was just something like that, you could not do it with any of this type of stuff on the budget. You couldn't. We had to have answers. You need to have answers.
Okay.
I'm good.
Roxanne?
That was one of the other things. So this back page is all the revenues that we've gotten this year.
This year.
Okay, that's all right.
That's just
Yeah, just this year. So
$4,000.
Kathy, it says Fund 1, Fund 2, Fund 4. Is there a Fund 3?
There is, but that's a capital project, and we don't have anything going on. It's like the building of the school, that's the capital project.
Okay. No, that's,
Now, good question. Who bought the buses? Don't know. Have to look it up.
We can get it on the information. Any other public comment?
oh, I do. There's one more.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're fine.
So if you have all the articles in front of you, right, can you tell me what the tax impact is? Estimated tax impact on, like, this amount is increase of this or whatever? Can you? So you're asking, so the school board recommends 6.855,832. What is that tax impact?
For Article 2, the operating budget,
Yes.
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 it is the tax impact is based on the budget committee's number of $6 million. The tax impact is $10.79, which is an increase of 70 cents per thousand.
Right, but,
Okay.
so we don't put in there, the Middleton recommends this, though, the Middleton Budget Committee recommends this, estimate that is increased, okay. But, so I'm gonna recommend, and I'm sure this is gonna be a question that's gonna get asked on Saturdays. You're gonna want 6.8 million, somebody's gonna say, what's that tax impact? Because you're gonna, $6 million is $10.79. When somebody says, I'm gonna, because I will ask, what is that gonna be for an impact if we went to 6.8 million?
And I will have that answer for
We
you.
need 6.4, because that's the default budget as well. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And then there's another warrant article, Article 3, that is a raise and appropriate without using unreserved fund balance, and that has a tax impact too.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
that's a tax impact of 28 cents per thousand.
all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Joe?
So apparently, you guys are looking to increase the budget by 1.3 million this year?
Oh, I don't have the exact number, but that sounds about
Okay,
right.
so 1.1,
Yeah,
1.2.
yeah, 1 something, yeah.
What's the postcard say?
I didn't give the exact number because we had, yeah, I didn't give the exact number, I put 1.137. But
Okay.
that's not exactly, I put approximately.
Can you tell me what that's for?
I think we can get you that information. It was given the previous month. Yeah, we presented it last month.
You guys talk, I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, that's okay. We presented it last month, so I can get you the information so that you can look through what all the different line increases were. It was presented last month.
So is that just one single thing, it's like for the whole complete budget, different lines in the budget?
It showed what lines had the increases. Any other public input? Go ahead, Tammy.
I'm just curious, who bought the buses? Who were the buses sold to?
They don't know.
Or they should know. The superintendent.
I think we can get you all that information.
You should find out by Saturday.
I'm going to give you this. This was a document that was presented by the superintendent myself at the budget committee meetings. And this identifies what the increases were.
based on the school board budget, not the budget committee's budget.
I have extra copies of the budget that we gave to the budget committee.
I don't know if that's the correct one, because we did do an actual rate change for the health insurance, and then the board increased the bottom
I
line.
think this was the right one, this is January 12th is the date.
Okay,
That is
because
correct.
it also had, the driver, the bus drivers increased by about $20,000. I can't verify it, so I don't want to, I just want to give the highlights to him to show that the increase, the major increases were pretty.
That's the second day of the meeting.
We can verify it and give it, I'm guessing Joe will be the shot, right? Yeah, we'll have all that pre-covered. Any other public comment? Okay. We are going to move into closing comments by board members, and I will let Samantha start.
I thought that the third grade did an amazing job. I mean, we talked about budget, we talked about all of that, but to see them here going over all of the kind of landmarks in our town, I thought that was amazing. And that collaborative project with the art program and the social studies, I thought was just an amazing example. And all I could think when the kids were talking about the school was what makes this school so special is all of those things, really, truly. So thank you for doing that. That really warmed my heart tonight. Really good job. Thank you.
I'll second what Heather said, because I was going to say that too. Also, the rec committee is doing a pancake breakfast on the 15th. So I just wanted to let everybody know about that also.
I also think that they did a really great job, and not only just on their project itself, but presenting their project. I think it's huge to stand up in front of people, and there were a lot of people here to read, and they all, like, they didn't even look nervous. They just did a great job, so nice job. And to watch them collaborate is really, really fun to watch them interact and support each other. It is not your turn.
Oh, no, I just wanted to add to that. I wanted to ask, is third grade when they learn about the state of New Hampshire or just the town?
The town.
Well, no. So as a selectman, I would be more than willing to have the kids come up so they could tour the old town hall, to tour the municipal buildings, they go to the police department, and I'm sure I could get in touch with the people at the church. Because upstairs, I'm not sure if you're aware, at the old town hall is a church.
They would probably find it really cool. We've been out there a couple of times,
So-
and the kids go nuts for it.
So, I mean, if you wanted to reach out at some point in time when it's nicer weather, we'd be more than willing to share our buildings with everybody.
Thank you.
Huh? Dawn could probably tell you where the buildings are.
Question answered. Okay, so moving into non-public, I will take a motion to move into non-public. Second for that? All in favor? Aye. Thank you guys, we'll see you Saturday.